we're going to have him be wrapped up, and then you're going to gently pull, and he'll figure out how to pull away from that. But we start with a hind end and just turn in directions to begin with. And then we're gonna do this later, where we're gonna do on his front end and around and on both front and back. So very, very good job. And Suzanne just mentioned how you never put your hand around the rope and wrap it up, and that is absolutely so important, because you can get people lose fingers, they can lose hands, especially with something really thin like this. This kind of rope can be devastating on tissue, especially if it is to take off. So thank you, Suzanne. It's a very, very important point to doing this. And I know you're kind of one of these things we take for granted, because I know you don't do that. Taryn knows you don't do that. So we really don't speak of it because we didn't need to. And I'm glad that you did that, Suzanne. That really helps bring things into perspective a little bit about the safety issue. That's absolutely most important. You never, ever wrap anything in a loop around a body part. I don't care if it's a finger, a hand, whatever it is. That's how people lose them. So thank you very much. But yeah, good job, Taryn. You see how he was really confused and starting to get tight, and he's wanting to come to you?
Yeah.
He's looking to come to you for comfort, wanting you to solve his problem. And you weren't going to do that. You weren't going to let him get any further into a hole here by holding that hand up, or that rope up, so that he couldn't wrap himself up anymore. We're going to get to that lesson. We don't want him to do that right now. So you're trying to control how much he gets in trouble, how much he gets wrapped up. And then you just continue to put some pressure, keep pressure on that body, and he'll feel that torsion and that pull, especially early like this. When it's all wrapped around him and you pull, he's going to get compression from all sides. He's got to learn how to pull his body away from that pressure. And we'll build up to that. So that was a very, very good save on your part. Good job. And it helps that he's come a long way.
Good boy. Good boy.
Very good. And I think what I would do now is just do this once more and call it a day for him, and then start working on this a little bit more and more throughout the week if you can work on him. So you got several things to do. You got to stack him with the saddle a little more, and then go ahead and put it on. And then you're going to start working with the rope, and also with more tarps and sacks with him with that saddle on. The one thing we didn't do today is we didn't bit him up, and I would suggest doing that. Go ahead and put that bit in his mouth and give him as much time with that bit as possible. Oh, look at that. Nice. Keep it around. Keep him coming. Keep him coming. Get him to stop. Yep. Hand up. There you go. Good job. Very good. Excellent. Excellent job. You're doing great. Put pressure, 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 pressure. There. See how much this big round curl is making you work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy.
So that's okay. You're doing great with him. You're just having to work a little bit harder, and he's moving away from it instead of turning out of it. If you had that smaller corral, he would be much more inclined to turn out of it instead of to try to walk away from it. And that's what we wanted to do, is starting these turning lessons. So let's go one more time on the other side now, and that will even him out as far as the work that's required of him from one side to the other. And then,
I feel a little bit better after that one, just because I could see what I was doing better.
Yeah, that's right. And this is difficult not only for you, but it is for me to explain it, and for you to be able to do it because you haven't done it before, and that's not easy. It's you're doing this in real time, and you don't want to make any mistakes, but you are doing things as you would try them in the real world without having any experience. Say, hey, I'm going to try this, and you learn by trial and error that way, and that's the way it is. Okay, look how his head is up. He's very aware. He's a little bit, there we go. Oh, he's up there. He's already starting to turn out. Good, very good, very good. Now, praise him for that. It's a little bit much. I wouldn't want him to jump his feet like that and kick and stomp, but he was moving away from it. Very good.
Good boy. There you go.
Suzanne's happy with how he's progressed, and I agree. You're doing a great job with him. And yeah, I did select him partly on his disposition and his size. For you guys, there you go. Now step towards his head. There you go. Now pull. Okay, he's around his chest. We kind of wanted to get around up so his face wouldn't go through. Okay, just talk to him. Get him to stop. Get him to stop. There you go. Okay, now hand up so he can't get that face. You're kind of using that line to block his face. There you go. Now step off to the side a little bit more, just a little tiny bit. There you go. Now pull. Now giving some pull. Pull on that hind end. Pull, pull, pull. Yes. And get him to stop. Okay, I don't like what I'm seeing him. He's starting to run off. You see that?
Yeah.
He's running from the pressure. We don't want him to do that. So I think what we need to do is we want to shorten this corral up. You're going to start running. You're going to start causing yourself some problems at this point. We want to make this corral smaller so that you can contain him and keep him from running. He cannot run. We're going to start causing a problem by doing that. We will eventually, once he's fine with this and really learns it well, then we'll open this corral up again and do it again, and that's not a problem. But right now, we're gonna drive this behavior the wrong direction. So let's quit here. He's done good. You're praising him. He did stop, but I just want to stop this before we go the wrong direction.
So you wouldn't want to do it again on both sides so he doesn't run?
Well, if you can do that, I would like to do that. But are you confident that you can keep him from running?
Turning from this direction from this side.
Okay, let's do this. This will help. I'm going to have you wrap him up so that it'll help. Let's put the rope over his neck and put it in front of his shoulders, and so that you're pulling from his front end and not his hind end. Over the top. There you go. There you go. Now, go ahead and walk around him. We're gonna take an extra wrap. Yeah, you're gonna wrap around him. There you go. Now go ahead and just get really close to him and put your hand up on his hip and walk around him with him standing there with no pressure. There, the other direction. Walk the other way. You want to go around his front? Yep, because we want this. We're going around his chest first. There you go. Now pick it up above his. There you go, above his shoulders. Go right on around. Keep coming on this other side. That's better. Now pull forward. Pull. Okay, all he's doing is. Okay, now stop right there.
Okay.
Now make him stand there. Walk around his hind end and then just extend that lead and go out towards the center of the corral and away from it.
Oh.
Right there. Now from there.
Oh.
Pull back. Step back. Okay, now pull. There you go. Yes. Pull him towards you. Make more. Harder. Make him face you. There you go. Okay. There, that's what you want. Now, you see how he's facing you and not moving? Okay. Yeah. Now, throw that rope up over his head. Just flip it over his head and do the same thing on the other side. Excellent. He stood there. See there shows you what your stacking on his head is done. I didn't expect that he would take off like that, so he did exactly what I thought he would do. You're doing great. One more time around. Yeah, now he's going to get smart, and then he'll figure out that he can unwind himself, and he'll anticipate this. So keep a hand on him. Just step back to his hip, petting him the whole time. There you go. Touch his hip. There you go. Walk right on around him, and then walk to the center of the corral and extend that line out. There you go. And pull. Keep constant pressure. Pull. Tell him you're doing good.
Boy, good.
Right there. That's okay. All right. Work primarily on the front end like this to begin with, okay?
Okay.
And then as he gets much better, then you can go to the hind end. And the hind end will allow them to move off, but we don't want him to do that. We want him to learn that he just needs to keep spinning until he's unwrapped and in one spot.
So the wrapping it in front of him first just causes him to face me after the turn? So he's more
That's correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
It gives you a little bit more control, and it makes him face you. So you want to keep that pressure on him the entire time. Don't take the pressure off until he's completely unwound.
Okay.
Okay? And then as he gets better with this, then let that rope drop down on his, just above his hocks if you want, or on his legs so that he feels that pressure. And that's going to happen to you at some point when you don't want it to. But go with it and teach him that he can step out of that. That's the whole point of this as a safety measure, to make sure that he does not blow up and get scared and then start bucking, trying to run off. It's all about unwrapping or moving until the pressure is released. In his mind, that's what he's got to learn how to do.
Okay.
It's a very good lesson. We're a little bit over our time. I know we got started a tad bit late, but I don't want to go any further and bite into other people's time and yours certainly today too. So. Very good job again, Taryn. I know this is kind of frustrating for you because I see what I need to do and what you need to do, and I'm really not articulating it at times, the mechanics of it in real time as it's happening. And this is part of it, and you're doing a really good job, and you're being patient. I really appreciate your work and hanging with me like that. So you did a very good job with him today, and it's just going to get better as you keep doing. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to hang here on the chat for just a few minutes,
okay.
And if anybody's got any questions, I can answer them. And if they don't, then I'm going to go and I got to go check some calves.
Okay. Well, have a good rest of your day, Brandon. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Thanks, Taryn.